Dow up 140 here, back above 4K, as we said. Let's get to Bob Pisani. Hey, Bob.
Morning, guys. What a great performer GE has been. And really, ever since they spun off healthcare, GE Healthcare has been a great performer as well. Those big global industrials holding up very well. I want to show you S&P futures. I don't normally put this up before the open, futures trading before the open, of course. But look at that pop at 8:30. You don't normally see initial jobless claims move the market, but it did today, and that's because they were much higher than expected. So bad news, kind of good news thing. We've moved 25 points on S&P futures, and we have held that gain here. Now, of course, tomorrow the jobs report, and we'll get the wages along with that. So it takes a lot to make a big bet on the market here ahead of the jobs report, and the wage numbers we'll get tomorrow. But you can see this has obviously moved the market to the upside. In terms of sectors, sort of a mixed picture here. ARC's been down this week, but is up today. Energy's generally been weaker this week, but you see popping nicely. Tech's been a terrific performer overall, outperforming most things, and that's modestly up. It's the banks that are the big problem. They have been a big problem for several weeks now. You heard about what was going on with Silvergate Capital. They're winding down their operations. They're voluntarily liquidating the bank. Signature Bank, which is a commercial bank based in New York City, which has a fairly small exposure to crypto, that's been down simply on that modest exposure to crypto that it's had. There's a bit of an effort to find out what kind of banks have exposure to crypto, but the bottom line is banks have a lot bigger problems than crypto issues right now. We've been talking about this for several weeks now, but it's pretty simple right now. Lower economic activity that we've been seeing is an issue, concerns about that. Exposure to commercial real estate is also an issue. Put up that full screen. And then, of course, you have higher deposit costs that the banks are going to have to pay. And that's been very, very difficult. There's the bank ETF, the KBE, which is a basket of mostly large commercial banks and mostly large regional banks. That is on a new low for the year, not quite a 52-week low. But if you look at the regional banks, most of the big, I call them super regional banks, are all at 52-week lows today. So Zions, MTB, PNC Financial, these are three of the big super regional banks, new lows, and even some of the smaller banks like First Republic Bank, which is based in San Francisco, also hitting new 52-week lows. So I know there's a little bit of an effort to figure out the exposure of banks to crypto right now, but Carl, the banks have much bigger problems than that right now. Back to you.